Another one of abandoned houses of Georgia. Why do we say this is an abandoned house, even though we're in the middle of the woods? Well, there is a house over there that just so happens to be on a lot of land. And so far, we found a lot of strange things here. I've come here maybe a month and a half ago and found a coyote, two coyotes about here. Now I'm come back and actually found a dead dog here. And I've actually found a bridge over here. Pretty interesting. So it looks like somebody built some kind of bridge, or maybe that's just a 2x4 actually. I thought it was a bridge, sorry. Well, it actually does look like a little makeshift bridge here. I believe that's what this is. Look at this, y'all. Yeah, this is no coincidence. Somebody definitely put this here. And there's some kind of wire here as well. So this is definitely man-made. Not sure if we'll get back to the house in this video or not. But nonetheless, I did want to show you all where we were at with it currently. Now this is pretty cool. It's not every day you actually see something like this where the water is just flowing on top of the rocks. I'm sure it's very slippery. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Wow. And we have more signs of some man-made activity here. Okay. Because this definitely looks man-made. Oh, we have some deer out here. I counted about 2 deer. They also say they have wild boars in this area, so hopefully we won't come across any of that. But wow, this is amazing. This has definitely been placed by man. This is not natural. This is not natural at all. Wow. So I wonder what this was. Was this a dam? Wow. This may have been some kind of little mill right here. Let's see what we can figure out here. I mean, this area is tied to a lot of old time history here. This area, you see, this is what I want to impress upon you all. That is not a natural formation. That is man-made all the way. And we are deep in the woods, so it's like people carried all these heavy stones back here. And what was the purpose of this? This looks a lot like where a mill, the wheel for a mill would have ran. Although I don't see any metals or hardware left behind. Wow, this is interesting. We're actually not far from the Evans Mill area, where the Evans Mill used to be off of Pole Bridge Creek in DeKalb County, Georgia. Probably about 10 minutes or so, maybe less than 10 minutes away from there. So it wouldn't be unusual. We're standing on top of a log right now. So it wouldn't be unusual to see this over here, since there are known to be mills in the area. But it's just amazing to me that it sits so far back in the woods. Wow, and we can see there's a flow of water here, so that could potentially supply something. Wow. This is just amazing. This is truly amazing. To come across a structure like this so deep in the woods, so this is definitely man-made. Wow. Wow, and the water's just flowing. But yeah, we're not that far from the Evans Mill, off of Evans Mill Road, where the Evans Mill used to be. There's no really signs of it left other than the dam wall And it seems like they kind of lie about the location of where it's really at, because they say it's in one spot, but I see more evidence of it in another spot that they don't mention and don't tell you about. So this area is just rich with history. This area, so the surrounding area used to actually be farmland, primarily dairy land. This was, you know, they used to do a lot of dairy farming in these areas until about the 70s and onward. As time went on, they just did less and less farming. It became less of an agricultural area and less of a rural area. It became more of a suburban, more of an urban sprawl area than anything. So it changed a lot. There's no telling, these stones maybe from the 1800s, who knows, early 1900s, because I just don't see why they're there. That is amazing. And Georgia just has so many little creeks and bodies of water in places that you just wouldn't even know they're there. They'd be a few hundred yards away from you or 100 yards away, and you just never know. This definitely looks like it could be something tied to something. Man, we're standing directly on these rocks. Only thing is, there's just not a lot of water flowing here. So maybe they decided, they started to build a mill right here. It felt like there wasn't enough water to support it and move. Who knows? So, there's a beer bottle over there, so somebody's been back here at some point in time. Yeah, this area is rich with a lot of history. We're going to pause our video for a second. So we're back. Stumbled across this strange looking rock here. Almost looks like a cave entrance right here. It's definitely a weird looking rock. Other than that though, I don't think there's anything left here to see. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. So we'll be back in a second. Also found this pretty cool split right here in between these two rocks. That's nice. Okay, so we're headed back. Luckily, I can see the big stone house from here, so that's a great marker to make it back to the property. I think that's just amazing how they have that stone wall back here. I mean, that's, to me, that's like, wow, that was a nice discovery. Be back. I'd be all in the area, so people ask what I'm doing. I say, don't mind me. Just your local neighborhood friendly explorer. Doing a dangerous job. Trespassing on property that's not even really a trespass. So, a lot of times when I come through here to these houses, I always find some kind of, I don't want to say always, but like I said, a lot of times I always find some strange things. Some of the strangest things I've seen were like obvious where somebody's living in the house. Went to one house and it was clearly somebody living in the house. They even had a dog. Like you could walk around the property and there were just signs of food and recent human activity. So that was one of the stranger things I found. Like I said, and just like I said, pretty much just always finding signs of maybe where somebody was in the property before me. Okay, but that one may have been the strangest, where it was like, okay, if I walk in this house, there may possibly literally be somebody either in here sleeping or waiting around the corner. So, this is one of the stranger ones because, like I said, I found 2 dead coyotes here before, not too long ago. And now I've actually found the dead body of a dog. So I'm not sure what's going on, if animals are being poisoned, what somebody said. But from what I could tell, it looked like the dog had suffered some kind of head injury. Unfortunately, this is the body of the dog. If you look, you can see where there's some kind of something in his sorry, that was creepy. Something pierced his head. I'm not sure if that's normal, but usually I don't think skulls are supposed to have holes in them. So I'm not sure, y'all, but unfortunately, you know, this is a dead dog here. I can't really see a bullet or anything, but that's definitely a dog. You can tell. You can just tell by the teeth and by the snout like that. I'm not even sure if I should even be posting this. I don't want it to look like I'm desecrating the dog. I'm just trying to show you that this is a dog. Unfortunately, like I said, that's not the first animal I found back here. So something strange is kind of going on here. I also found an abandoned car back here. This is the property here, though. It used to be a very interesting house before. Apparently, some squatters burned it down. It was like just all brick. I mean, all stone that came from Arabian Mountain, I believe. You can see the old cast iron pipes here. You can see where there was probably another floor over here, and there was the framing where the studs were. Those are the bolts that secured it to the house, I believe. Yeah, these are steps right here. Okay, so I wonder, do they continue? I think they do. This is pretty interesting how this is set up. You see structural cracks. It's just to be expected. So yeah, this place gets pretty impassable during the spring and summer months. Like I say, none of this was here. But once Mother Nature comes in, you know, it just overgrows. So yeah, there's an old cast iron sink, I'm assuming. Old cast iron pipes. We were just up there. Now we're down here. Looks like something off of Skyrim, doesn't it?